Hello children, I am Ramamani from Dodaldamara High School. Today in this class we will discuss about 8th standard second language English, the poem No Men Are Foreign. This poem, No Men Are Foreign poem, is written by James Kirkhope. Before going to the poem, we will discuss about the poet. Okay. James Kirkhope, he was born in 23rd April 1918 and he was died in 10th May 2009. And he was a prolific English poet. He has written more English poems. Okay, therefore they have given here a prolific. They have used here prolific word. And he was the best translator and he was a travel writer. Wherever he goes, whenever he will do the traveling, at all the times he started writing the poems, children. Okay, and like this in his life, he has written he wrote more than over 30 books, including in that which types of books he has written all in his career means he has written some of the autobiographies and then some of the novels and some of the plays. James Kirkhope, when he started his journey of writing the poems or autobiographies or novels or plays means, he started writing simple verses from his childhood. He started writing his simple verses and rhymes from the age of 6. When James Kirkhope was a small child of age, his age is 6 years. From at that time onwards, he started his writing the poems. Okay. Among that, he has written so many poems. In that, the Mercedon Boy, a poem, it is written in the year of 2008. It is the famous poem, and he has written a play also. That play name is A Play Strindberg. A Play Strindberg. This also is these two poem and play are the is major contributions to the English literature. Okay, and he was honored by many countries. He was honored by many countries, children. And in this poem, No Men Are Foreign poem, he want to convey to the people. And you want to give the message to the people. What is the message it is coming from this poem means? The poet gives us a message about universal brotherhood. Universal brotherhood. ಸಾರ್ವತ್ರಿಕವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಬ್ರದರ್ಹುಡ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಸಹೋದರತ್ವ ಭಾವನೆಯ ಕುರಿತು ಈ ಒಂದು ಪದ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ತಿಳಿಸಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪೋಯಮ್ James Kirkhope was stressed more about universal brotherhood, children. And here, before start the poem, we have to see. They have given here one picture. See in this picture, children. Some fellows they are holding the guns in their hands, and some fellows they are walking one by one, and they worn on their shirts. They have pasted some words they have written on some page. That word is I am a man. What it shows, children, that? What this picture shows? Tell me now, children. It shows that the people, they are very much worrying about and they are very much scaring about the war. Because you know, all of you know that war means it is not a good thing to discuss or feel it. Okay, because war means, war word itself shows that it is a violence and it is very harmful to the people and it will spoil the people and it will kill the people. Okay, so many persons they lost their lives and so many persons they lost their dear ones from this war. We can understand all these things from this war. So therefore the poet shows that from this picture it means that please stop doing the wars and live with peacefully in the world, all the people, and save the world for the future generation also. It is the main major thing the poet want, and the poet want to convey, and the poet want to tell us, tell all of to us children. Okay, now let's start the poem, children. First of all, I'll read the poem. Afterwards, I'm going to explain it to you. Okay. Remember, no men are strange, no country is foreign. Beneath all uniforms, a single body breathes. Like ours, the land our brothers walk upon is earth like this, in which we all shall lie. The two aware of sun and air and water are fed by peaceful harvests. By vast, long winters star, their hands are ours, and in their lines we read. A labor not different from our own. Remember, they have eyes like ours that wake or sleep, and strength that can be won by love. In every land is common life that all can recognize and understand. Let us remember, whenever we are told to hate our brothers, it is ourselves that we shall dispossess, betray, condemn. Remember, we who take arms against each other, it is the human earth that we defy. Our hells of fire and dust outrage the innocence of air that is everywhere our own. Remember, no men are foreign and no country is strange. See how beautifully the James Kirkwood has done this poem. How beautifully the words are arranged in this poem, that the poet want to convey the message that don't hate anyone. Don't hate anyone. Like us only, they are also the people. Like how we need the love and affection from others, like that only those people also, they need love and affection. Even how we need we have to lead our life peacefully, like that only that people also require the peaceful life. These are all the things we are going to discuss from this poem, No Men Are Foreign. See children, here in this poem, the poem title itself suggests that no men are foreign. Foreign means Videshiya. And really, no men are foreign ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ ಪದ್ಯದ ಟೈಟಲ್ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ ಏನಂತ, ಯಾರೂ ಸಹ ಬೇರೆಯವರಲ್ಲ, ವಿದೇಶಿಯರಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸಹ ನಮ್ಮವರೇ, ಸ್ವದೇಶಿಯರೇ ಎನ್ನುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಅರ್ಥವನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪದ್ಯದ ಟೈಟಲ್ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ. Let's discuss now. Okay. Remember, no men are strange, no country is foreign. Remember, the poet James Kirkwood is telling all his readers that, remember, don't forget the people or audience. Just you remember, keep it in your mind that no men are strange. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಸಹ ಅಪರಿಚಿತರಲ್ಲ, ಹೊಸಬರಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸಹ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥವ್ರೆ. No country is foreign. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಸಹ ಬೇರೆಯವರಲ್ಲ, ಬೇರೆ ದೇಶದವರಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸಹ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥವ್ರೆ. No countries foreign means ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸಹ ಸ್ವದೇಶಿಯರೇ ಅಂತ. Beneath all uniforms. Beneath all uniforms. Here beneath means under. Beneath means under. Beneath all uniforms means ಅಂದರೆ ನಾವೀಗ ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ಯೂಮ್ಸ್ನ ನೋಡಿ ಅಥವಾ ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ರೀತಿಯನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ ನಾವು ಅಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೋದು, ಬೇರೆ ದೇಶ ಒಂದು ದೇಶ ಕಲರ್ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇದೆ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೋದು. ಆದರೆ ನಾವು ಯಾರಿಗೇ ಆಗಲಿ ಒಂದು ರೀತಿಯ ಸೇಮ್ ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮನ್ನು ಹಾಕಿ ನಾವು ನೋಡಿದಂತಹ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸಹ ಹೇಗೆ ಕಾಣ್ತಾರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಣ್ಣಿಗೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಒಂದೇ ಏನೋ ಹಾಗೆ ಕಾಣ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಜೇಮ್ಸ್ ಕಿರ್ಕ್ವುಡ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಥಿಂಗ್ ದ ಪೋಯಮ್ ಈಸ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಅಸ್. With all uniforms, we can take the different countries' persons and we can tell them to wear the same uniform to all other countries' people, and when they are standing in the row, that time we can see that everybody is looking like same. and everybody they are looking like same and they belongs to the same country. ಹಾಗೆ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ in the uniforms. That is the thing James Cook want to convey to you children. A single body breathers when they are all wearing the uniforms and they are wearing the they are all wearing the uniforms and how they look children. A single body is breathing. A single body is breathing. ಒಂದೇ ದೇಹ ಉಸಿರಾಡ್ತಿದೆಯೇನೋ ಅನ್ನೋ ಹಾಗೆ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ. Like ours. They look like us. ನಮ್ಮ ಥರನೇ ಕಾಣ್ತಾರೆ. The land our brothers walk upon. ನಮ್ಮ ಭೂಮಿಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೇಗೆಲ್ಲ ಜನ ಓಡಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನಮ್ಮದೇ ಜನ, ಅದೇ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಸಹ ಬಂದು ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮನ್ನು ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಓಡಾಡಿದ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಕಾಣ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವರು ಸಹ ನಮ್ಮವರು ಅನ್ನೋ ಹಾಗೆನೆ ಕಾಣ್ತಾರೆ. ಈಸ್ ಅರ್ತ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್. ಈಸ್ ಅರ್ತ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್. ನಮ್ದು ಹೇಗೆ ಭೂಮಿ ಆಗಿದೆಯೋ ಅದು ಸಹ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇನ್ ವಿಚ್ ವಿ ಆಲ್ ಶಾಲ್ ಲೈ. ಇದೇ ಒಂದು ಭೂಮಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಸಹ ವಾಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇದೇ ಒಂದು ಭೂಮಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಸಹ ಲೈ ಲೈ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮಲಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಮತ್ತು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಸರಿ ನಾವು ಸುಳ್ಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿ ಜನ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಸಹ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇದೇ ಭೂಮಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವೋ and the same earth like that only the people will also stay. This is the thing we can see from the first stanza of the poem children. Now we are going to proceed for the second stanza. They too aware of sun and air and water are fed by peaceful harvest, by war's long winter starved. Their hands are ours and in their lines they labor not different from our own. Yes, they too aware of sun. They too aware of sun. How we can know the sun? How much we know the sun? Like that only other countries people also know the sun. And how we are using the air for breathe and surviving for our sake. Like that only other country people also using that air for their survival. Okay. And the water also. How much water we are consuming for our existence. Like that only those people also they are using the water in that same way. Are fed by peaceful harvest. And how we are doing our agriculture for having our daily food and all, like that only those people also doing the same thing. They are also doing agriculture and they are also doing harvesting the lands and all by war's long winter start. And how the seasons were changing in our country, like that only in other countries also the seasons will be changing. Their hands are ours. ನಮ್ಮ ಕೈಗಳ ಹೇಗಿದೆಯೋ, ನಾವು ಹೇಗೆ ವ್ಯವಸಾಯವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿ ಜೀವನವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವೋ ಹಾಗೆ ಅವರು ಸಹ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾವು ಹೇಗೆ ನೀರು, ಗಾಳಿ ಮತ್ತು ಸೂರ್ಯನ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವೋ, ಹೇಗೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಬಳಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀವೋ ಹಾಗೆ ಅವರು ಸಹ ಬಳಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ಇನ್ ದೇರ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಪಿರಿಯಡ್. ನಾವು ಹೇಗೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ಅವರು ಸಹ ಹಾಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಎ ಲೇಬರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಅವರ್ ಓನ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಇದರ್ಥ ಲೇಬರ್ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತು ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಅಂತ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಲೇಬರ್ ಎರಡೂ ಕಡೆ ಸಹ ಏನಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳ quite common, ಒಂದೇ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಇಲ್ಲಿ the second stanza we can know about these things children. Okay, now come to the third stanza. Remember they have eyes like ours. Remember they have eyes like ours. The James Cook is telling that they remember other countries people also they are having eyes like us only, that wake. How our eyes will sleep and awake, like that only their eyes also sleep and awake, or sleep and strength that can be born. How much strength we are having, we are possessing, that type of same strength they are also having, they are also possessing. And how much love in our heart we have kept all that love, like that only that people also having that same love. In every land is common life. In every land is common life. In our land also, in other countries also, they are all having the common life children. That all can recognize and understand. These are all the common things, these are all the basic things. We should always keep it in our mind and we should always keep it recognized and we should understand children. These are all the things we can know from the third stanza. And come to the fourth stanza children. Let us remember. Let us remember. We should keep in our mind these things in the fourth stanza, which are the things James Kirkup wants to convey. These are all the things we should keep it in our mind children. Let us remember whenever we are taught, when whenever we are told, if somebody came and guided us that go, do quarrel, do fight, do war, do battle in front of others, it means we should not listen their words. We should never follow their words, children. To hate our brothers, it means somebody will guide us to hate our brothers. It is ourselves. If we, by listening their words, we started hating, means what it happens? We started hating ourselves. We started hating ourselves. ಯಾರೋ ಬಂದು ನಮಗೇನಾದ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಇವ್ರನ್ನ ಹೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಇವ್ರನ್ನ ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆಲಿ ಫೈಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಬ್ಯಾಟಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ವಾರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಗೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇ ಆದರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಆಗ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ನಾವೇ ಹೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ನಾವೇ ಪನಿಷ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟೋಗಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಮಗೆ ನಾವೇ ತೊಂದರೆನ ಕೊಟ್ಕೊಂಡ ಹಾಗೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ. ದಟ್ ವಿ ಶಾಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪೋಸಸ್. If we do like that, ನಾವು ಹಾಗೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ ಆದರೆ that we shall dispossess. What do you mean by dispossess, children? To disown. Dispossess means to disown. ನಮ್ದು ಅಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡ ಹಾಗಾಗುತ್ತೆ. And then betray. Betray means to be disloyal. Loyalty is a very important thing we should follow in our throughout life, because it is a beautiful nature we have to adopt in our life, because it can help to survive us in all the aspects of our life, children. So always be loyal to the people, those who are helpful to us, those they helped to you, you always be loyal to them. Okay. And then condemn. Disposes, betray, condemn. Condemn means to express a strong disapproval of some work. What do you mean by condemn? Condemn means to express a strong disapproval of some work. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್, ನಾವು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅಪ್ರೂವ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಒಪ್ಪಿಕೊಳ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದಲ್ಲ, ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು, ಅದನ್ನ ಕಂಡೆಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ವಿಚಾರಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಕಂಡೆಮ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ದೆನ್ remember, we who take arms against each other. Remember, we who take arms against each other. ನಮ್ಮ ವಿರುದ್ಧನೇ ನಾವು ಹೋರಾಡಿದ್ದೆ ಆದರೆ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ? ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಆರ್ಕ್ ದಟ್ ವಿ ಡಿಫೈನ್. ನೋಡಿ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸಹ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್. ಲೀವ್ ಲೆಟ್ ಲೀವ್, ಲೀವ್ ಲೆಟ್ ಲೀವ್. ನಾವು ಬದುಕೋಣ, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಬದುಕಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡೋಣ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಅರ್ತ್. ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಸಹ ಮನುಷ್ಯರ ಭೂಮಿ ಮೇಲೆ ವಾಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. Define means here they have given make something impure. Pure and ಪರಿಶುದ್ಧ. Impure means ನಾವು ಮಲಿನವನ್ನು ಗುಡಿಸ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಯಾವುದೇ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೂ ಸಹ ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಲಿನ್ಯತೆಯನ್ನು ಗುಡಿಸ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಬೇಡ. Our hands of fire and dust outrage the innocence. See, our hands of fire and dust outrage the innocence. Here arms means fire arms ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ, ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲ ಭುಜಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಇದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ, ನಾವು ಶಕ್ತಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಒಬ್ಬರ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಯುದ್ಧ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಸರಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? ಔಟ್ರೀಚ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಎ ವೆರಿ ರಾಂಗ್ ಆರ್ ಕ್ರೂಯಲ್ ಆಕ್ಟ್. ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಇದೆ, ನಾನು ಶಕ್ತಿ ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೋಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ನಮ್ಮ ದುಶ್ಚಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಥರದೆಲ್ಲ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಅಗತ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅವರ್ ಹೆಲ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಫೈರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡಸ್ಟ್ ಔಟ್ರೀಚ್ ದ ಇನ್ನೋಸೆನ್ಸ್. ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ನೋಸೆನ್ಸನ್ನು ನಾವು ಹಾಗೆಯೇ ಉಳಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ಕೀಪ್ ಇನ್ ಅವರ್ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಅವರ್ ಇನ್ನೋಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಥ್ರೂ ಔಟ್ ಅವರ್ ಲೈಫ್, ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್. ಆಫ್ ಏರ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎವ್ರಿವೇರ್ ಅವರ್ ಓನ್. ನಾವೆಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅದನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮದು ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು, ನಮ್ಮದು ಅಂತ ಭಾವಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಆಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾವು ಬದುಕಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್, ನೋ ಮೆನ್ ಆರ್ ಫಾರಿನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ no country is strange. It means the poet tells that don't discriminate or don't differentiate the people that you belong to that nation, you belong to this nation, like that. Treat all the people that they are of our nation, they are of one nation. ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಸಹ ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದವರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನು ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಆಗ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ವಾರ್ಸ್, ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಬ್ಯಾಟಲ್ಸ್, ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಕ್ವಾರಲಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್. ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಲಿವ್ ಪೀಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈಫ್ in the world, children. This is all about the poem. Okay, and finally the message of the poem is, in this poem the poet gives us a message about universal brotherhood. Universal brotherhood. These are all the things we can see from this poem. See, I have written here some of the difficult words also. First one is peaceful harvest. Peaceful harvest. Peaceful harvest means to live with no hatred. To live with no hatred. See, hate word for listening, it looks not good. Okay, ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಟ್ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪದ ಅಷ್ಟು ಹಿತವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ never follow in your life hatredness children. Then dispossess means disown. Then betray means to be disloyal. Then condemn. Condemn means to express a strong disapproval of some work. Then arms, firearms. Then defile, make something impure. And then outrage, a very wrong or cruel act. And the starved. Starved means to go without food. To go without food. These are all the difficult words we can see from this poem, children. Okay, and then okay, in this poem we can see some of the comprehension questions they have given here. Let's discuss about the comprehension questions, children. And here the first question they have given here is, what does the poet remind us of in the first line of the poem? Okay, understand the question properly, children. What does the poet remind us of in the first line of the poem? ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪೋಯಮ್, ಮೊದಲನೇ ಲೈನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಏನು ಅರ್ಥವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಈ ಒಂದು ಪದ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ? ಸಿ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್, ಇನ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪೋಯಮ್ ದ poet reminds us that no men are strange and no countries are foreign. No men are strange and no countries are foreign ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದನ್ನೇ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈನಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Then come to the second question, children. What according to the poet are we doing when we hate others? What according to the poet are we doing when we hate others? ನಾವು ಯಾರನ್ನಾರು ಹೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅನ್ನೋಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಜೇಮ್ಸ್ ಕಿರ್ಕೋಪ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಹೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ಪೋಯಟ್ ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ದಟ್ whenever we are told to hate our brothers, whenever here we are told to hate our brothers, it is ourselves that we shall hate. We should hate ourselves only. Dispossess, betray and condemn. Dispossess, betray and condemn. This is the answer for second question, children. And now come to the third one. What are the two bad effects of war? What are the two bad effects of war? See, you all know very well that war means we lost our peacefulness, and when we can't live peacefully in the world, we lost our sleep, we lost our food, we lost our everything. Okay, war means. See, so then by adding all these things, we can remember just major two things, that if the war happens means two effects we are going to see, major two effects. The first one is the earth and the air will become impure. The earth and the air. The earth and the air will become impure. And the second one is hatredness between brothers. Hatredness between brothers, it will increases. See children, you all know very well that in 1939 we can see the first in 1918 and 1914 to 1918 we can see the First World War happens, and from the First World War sake we have suffered a lot. Okay, and League of Nations were existed, but still even League of Nations also it is failure to stop the war again, because in 1939 to 45 again the Second World War has happened. After the Second World War stopped in the 1945 year, ವಿಶ್ವಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಥಾಪನೆ ಆಯಿತು ಆ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಯುನೈಟೆಡ್ ನೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಆ ವಿಶ್ವಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಸ್ಥಾಪನೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ವಿಶ್ವಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಸ್ಥಾಪನೆ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಇಡೀ ಪ್ರಪಂಚ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಯುದ್ಧಗಳನ್ನು ಆಗದೇ ಇರೋ ಹಾಗೆ ತಡೆಯುವಂಥ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಈಗ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಯುದ್ಧಗಳು ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ನಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ಆಲ್ ಲೀವ್ ವಿತ್ peaceful life, children. These are all the things we should understand from this war. Okay, and then come to the second main question answers. How do you think they are all treated alike by nature? How do you think they are all treated alike by nature? Means for this question, see the answer is like this: all are equal on the earth. All are equal on the earth. The nature means sunlight, air and water. All are same to all people. All are same to all people. The nature would not discriminate. The nature would not discriminate. This is the answer for this question. And read the third stanza carefully. What message does the poet want to convey to us? What message does the poet want to convey to us? Means the message of the poem, let's say, on the earth the life is common to all. On the earth the life is common to all and all are equal. The strongest man gain his strength by love of all. The strongest man gain his strength by love of all, and we should not hate our fellow beings. This is the message that the poet want to convey to us. And the last question, briefly describe how a war spoils everything. And the last question, briefly describe how a war spoils everything. War gives way for more hatred and more wars. And innocent people lost their lives and property also. They also lose their near and dear ones. They also lose their near and dear ones. And have to lead a sorrowful life. War leaves the soldiers injured. And many soldiers not only lose limbs and other part of the body. See, these are all the things. We can see that so many soldiers, they involved in the wars of different nations. Even they have to soldiers' families also suffered a lot. And once only, if the army persons will die, it means it's okay. If not else, the persons will injured by so many body parts, it will affect and it will give trouble to their throughout life. These are all the things we can see from this war, children. So this poem told that we should always keep in the peaceful life. We should always lead the peaceful life, and we should always keep our mind cool and calm, and we should live harmonical life. ಸಾಮರಸ್ಯದಿಂದ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರು ಸಹ ವಾಸವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಯಾವುದೇ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೂ ಸಹ ಯುದ್ಧ ಜಗಳ ಅಂತ ಹೋಗದೆ ನೆಮ್ಮದಿಯುತವಾದಂತಹ ಜೀವನವನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸಹ ರೂಢಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದನ್ನು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ತಿಳಿಸ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪೋಯಮ್ ವುಮೆನ್ ಆರ್ ಫಾರಿನ್ ಎನ್ನುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಪದ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸನ್ನು ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಮೈಂಡಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಪದ್ಯವನ್ನು ಓದಿದಾಗ. ಸೊ ಜೇಮ್ಸ್ ಕಿರ್ಕುಪ್ ಸಹ ಅವರ ಇಂಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಈ ಒಂದು ಪದ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಅದೇ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆಲ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಲ್ ಬ್ರದರ್ಹುಡ್ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ನವ್ ಡೇಸ್ ಇತ್ತೀಚಿನ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಹೀಗೆ ತಾನೇ ನಾವು ಜಸ್ಟ್ 1.5 ಇಯರ್ ಈ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಕೊರೋನಾಯಿಂದ ಆಗ್ತಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ಸನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಪ್ರಾಣವನ್ನು ಕಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರು, ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಜನ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸನ್ನು ಮಿಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಸಹ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಯಾಕೆ ಬೇಕು ಯುದ್ಧ, ಯಾಕೆ ಬೇಕು ಈ ಥರದೆಲ್ಲ ನೋವು ಸಾವುಗಳು ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಹ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಸಹ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಸಹ ಶಾಂತಿಯುತ ನೆಮ್ಮದಿಯ ಸಾಮರಸ್ಯದ ಜೀವನವನ್ನು ಅಳವಡಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದೇ ಒಂದು ಪದ್ಯದ ಸಾರಾಂಶ ಆಗಿದೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಕೀಪ್ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಲೈಫ್, ಕೀಪ್ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಮೈಂಡ್ ದಟ್ ಪೀಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈಫ್ in our life, children. So I think, I hope